Yo, what is going on YouTube? I am Germ here. So today, we actually got some pretty big news or a big rumor, leak, whatever you want to call it, mostly regarding Team Liquid, but the fallout from this situation is going to be something that ends up or potentially ends up affecting a lot of different teams and a lot of different players. So I actually think this is, pretty significant news, again, if it is actually true. But before we get into that, I just wanted to say real quick, if you guys would check out the first link in the description below for my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/I_am_germ. The day I'm recording this, we just hit 100 concurrent viewers for the very, very first time, which makes me insanely happy. I'm so excited for the future of, my stream and my channel and all that stuff. I hope we can continue to grow. So yeah, dropping a follow, maybe a prime would be absolutely awesome. With that being said, let's get right into this. So this story, starts with some of these tweets. Fiat on Fire wasn't necessarily the first one, but he was, one of the first ones to talk about this. Sources, Team Liquid are eyeing Bjergsen as our new mid laner for the 2022 campaign. Which, already a really, really big bomb, but that's something that's been going around for a while. And the rest we know as well, that they are allegedly, reportedly, whatever, testing, role swapping Jensen down to the bot lane, to the AD carry position, to play alongside Core JJ. Now, instantly when people heard that, they thought a couple of different things. Like, one, pretty crazy. I don't know if that's going to work out or not, but it's interesting. It gets your attention for sure. Some people were like, wow, that would be a great move. Jensen, I don't know if he's better AD carry than tactical, but I think he's a better player than tactical. So the team, maybe got better. You're going to have Jensen and Bjergsen on the same team. That's kind of cool. And then there was a lot of people that were like, that's never going to work out. Jensen doesn't even play marksman that good in the mid lane. How the heck is he going to play AD carry? He might not even be better than tactical. We're talking about replacing tactical, and now we're going to just swap Jensen to the bot. Like, why would that work? What's going on? So there's really people all over the place. And no matter what your opinions were, I get it. If you were excited, I get it. If you were skeptical, I get it. But again, this idea was so good for Team Liquid in so many ways, because if you have Bjergsen, Jensen, Core JJ, and it all works out, you still have 2 import slots open for top and jungle. You can go after some big, massive names, and you have 3 really, really great players. Again, who knows how Jensen's going to be at AD carry, but he's a pretty good player coming off a really, really good Worlds. Yeah, kind of interesting. And then obviously it has shades of the old G2 roster with the perks, role swap, and all that, which, everyone's saying this is like the Walmart version of that, but still, they had a lot of success, and I think NA would take the Walmart version of that success at this point. I don't even know what that exactly would mean, but that is there. So that's what we knew, coming into today. But one of the big updates we got today actually comes from Travis Gafford. Tonight he was streaming Hotline League, the show where people call in, give opinions, whatever. But his stream title was like roster rumors and world finals or whatever. He's going to talk about some roster rumors, talk about what he's hearing behind the scenes, talk about what's going on. And he dropped a pretty significant bomb on us. And what he said, again, I don't think it's going to surprise some people. Maybe it will surprise some people, whatever. But it does mean a lot in the situation. He heard that while testing this out, while trialing things with Jensen in the bot lane, things have not been going very well. Now, does that mean Jensen's been sucking? Does that mean he's just not having a good time? Obviously nothing's going to be that good right away. I mean, this has only been going on for like a couple of days, a couple of weeks. You're not going to expect like instant results. You're obviously trying to see, hey, even though things aren't going great right now, is there enough potential? Is this worth investing in? Is this worth giving a chance? What does Core JJ think? What does Jensen think? What does our TL coaching staff think? And again, from what Travis said, what he's heard, reportedly, allegedly, sources, rumor, whatever, prediction, things are not going well for Team Liquid. So what does this mean? Again, just because they're not going well right now doesn't mean they couldn't still try it. Jensen AD carry, still possible. But if Jensen does not end up as AD carry, that throws this whole situation through a loop. And that, again, affects a ton of players and a ton of teams. Again, initially, my first thoughts are if Jensen AD carry is not working out, obviously that significantly lowers the chances of Bjergsen going to Team Liquid. Jensen has like 2 years left on his Team Liquid deal, I think. And are Team Liquid likely to just straight up kick Jensen for Bjergsen? I don't think so. Jensen is coming off a pretty good Worlds. All in all, 2021 up until Worlds was not that great for Jensen. Probably one of the, I don't want to say one of the worst years of his career, but like probably one of the worst years of his career. I don't really know how else to put it. Like, he was at times looked like maybe the 4th or 5th best mid laner, behind like PoE, Perks, Jizuke, especially once Abadage came in. Yeah, you could have made a case that Jensen was maybe the 5th best mid laner in the LCS, and this is a guy who usually year in and year out, he's competing for like 1st or 2nd. Now, I think in a big way, Jensen showed up at Worlds. He showed he still has it. Team Liquid obviously had a ton of issues throughout the year. And I'm also going to assume that Bjergsen would have a higher price tag than Jensen. So TL could keep the cheaper mid laner that they have experience with and not just kick him to the curb, which in turn greatly increases the chances of Bjergsen going to Cloud9, because the latest that we've heard from Wooloo, he talked about this in his stream a little bit, is that Bjergsen's decision has come down to 2 teams. It's Team Liquid and it's Cloud9. And Team Liquid was definitely the leader in the clubhouse, but this is, again, under those assumptions that Jensen is considering the role swap to AD carry, is going to work out with that role swap to AD carry, and all of a sudden that makes things get very, very crazy, because, again, that means maybe C9 Bjergsen is much more likely. Also, say there's the option that TL decides, hey, we'll take Bjergsen. Or Jensen's maybe upset, like, hey, you guys are trying to replace me in the mid lane. Maybe I want to go somewhere else. That puts C9 Jensen back on the menu. It puts even potentially TSM Jensen back on the menu, which could be very, very interesting as well. But obviously, again, if TL does decide to keep Jensen mid, they're going to need to try and find an AD carry. Maybe they end up keeping Tactical after all that, or maybe they end up importing an AD carry, which they could absolutely do because they still have Santorin there as an option for their jungle. But obviously, if the rumors are that Bwipo to Team Liquid is going to be very, very likely. So if they decide to import in the top lane, if they decide they need to import an AD carry, I don't know who that would be. Doggo, Reckless, Hansama, one of these names, which all would be pretty exciting, but I mean, maybe they strike out on all those guys as well. Just so many different moving parts here. But then, again, all of a sudden you get Bjergsen headed to Cloud9. What's Cloud9 going to do? What are they going to do at their AD carry position? What are they going to do with Blabber? Are they going to keep him? Are they going to try and go get Inspired? Are they going to, try and get one of these big AD carry names? Are they going to be in on, Reckless, Hansama, all these big names, Doggo, whoever? There is some rumors going around that Danny could potentially be on the market for a team like Cloud9 and TSM and Team Liquid as well. There's just so many different moving parts with this. And again, like we keep talking about, like Wooloo, all these people keep saying, it's all this domino thing, Depending on where Bjergsen ends up, it's going to affect both of these rosters a ton. And right now, it seems like the whole decision might have been riding on how well this Jensen role swap is going to go. And, that makes it an easy case for Bjergsen to roll over there. But all of a sudden, if Jensen isn't going to play AD carry, things get very, very interesting. Things get very, very wild. And, yesterday I thought, it's a lock. It's going to be TL Bjergsen. They're going to find a way to make this thing work. But now all of a sudden, to me, it's looking more and more like Cloud9 Bjergsen. And I think we need to start preparing more for that world and what that would mean for all the different players, rosters, and all of this stuff. But yeah, latest news from what we're hearing, according to Travis Gafford, or his sources or whatever, somebody that he knows, obviously he knows a lot of people, has a lot of connections, TL has been trialing Jensen at AD carry, trying things out. I don't know exactly what that means. Scrims, practicing, solo queue, whatever. And it's not going too well. But that is pretty much it for this video today, guys. Definitely drop a like if you did enjoy it. I would appreciate it so much. Leave a comment down below. What do you think is going to happen in this whole situation? I don't know. Any of your thoughts and opinions about any of this? I know we talked about a lot of different things because there's so many moving parts. Subscribe to stay up to date on all my latest content. Hopefully I catch you guys in the next one. But until then. Peace!